somo eni ani mu nsem bi eni
Emra o my Ghana ye de afa the Ghana Medical Trust Fund no mampani dia tudwa se mrasebedwa agiatum
saso ana wo bo amane se aban no eyi 1 billion Ghana cedis ya wode eboabo security agencies no eho bra
na ebamboko ahodo no abetodwa se wo mayi ska no esombo 1 million Ghana cedis se mahama ke no yemfanto safoto no emu
ewon samfufro mo no empanyufo de abetu edwase yade ahodo bia etakum Ghana fo dodo pa eye yade a entanye ensan yade nanso so edi enya papa
osafo hwamono ne nsam so okujeto ablakwade atudwa se obesre Chinese empanifo se mum nyina emua na galamse yentimi ntu ase emfiri omanmu
na Narcotics Control Commission empanyufo yasi wo mu akwashi cocaine yibi ya ni dosopo enya senketo akra na ye 350 million US dollars senka ye ton se ye de ma pharmaceutical companies se won fa ni dwumanye nura kasike wo mu no
abutafo we kan sama hodo ayasi nkonwa adonhire bako ye de eba besomo akenkanfo ye me David ofori safo menenya
ama saponkuma jesi
abutafo ye bo awura ensem no emu Ghana Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama odatudwa achese the Ghana Medical Trust Fund for 2 ayebo ato hono de aboa apomden ho nsem no ye emra de abata ho na nyame ncha de Ghana mrache dwamu saa mra no omo agiatomu mampeni di sansem nyina atudwa wobra bambokuo bese edubako wom de sika no esombo 1 million Ghana cedis ewu afoto no emu.
These sicknesses are expensive to diagnose and they're also expensive to treat. And so most victims and families suffer a lot when a relative contracts a non-communicable disease. It is said that however wealthy a person is, within 1 year of contracting a non-communicable disease, you virtually could run through all your resources and not be able to raise the financing to be able to take care of yourself. So on April 29th this year, I launched the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, and since the launch, we've been working on the bill. The committee that we set up presented us with the policy guidelines, and based on the policy guidelines, we've fashioned out the bill. I'm happy to say only yesterday, Cabinet approved the bill for onward transmission to Parliament. So once Parliament passes it into law, then it opens the way for us to appoint the trustees. And we're going to appoint independent trustees, people who are distinguished and well recognized in this country, to administer the fund. And so there will be trustees, independent of government, who would directly administer the fund. We've made arrangement for funding, and as we said, the funding will come from the uncapped portion of the National Health Insurance levy. It used to be capped, and so a certain amount of it used to end up in the consolidated fund. The Minister of Finance has given it up, and so the full financing is going to the National Health Insurance Authority, and so we've asked them to reserve a portion of it to fund Mahama Cares. But it's not only from the NHIL, it will also be from allocations made by the budget to fund the program, and also from private, corporate donations, and then also grants from our development partners and others who are interested in access to quality health care.
Yeah, busuya yantua ensam no eso Yaman Penny John Dramani Mahama Babeto Ejase say dear war share esse enyumaku ahodo ya ye bambo adwuma yiku no wonu benya akade ya wo betumi de adwuma asom oman ye yi posi adwuma ye yi odum je adwuma wo mu nyina eye adwumaku a wo mo ebo ban de adwuma nanso so ya no wakade ho nsem no enkoyie santi na watwa sesika botini a wonom ede ebeboa.
I know you work under difficult circumstances, and we've actually been discussing with the Minister of Interior how we can retool your services so that you have the equipment and logistics to be able to do your work. And so we had a National Security Council meeting this afternoon, and I managed to squeeze the Minister of Finance hand behind his back, and we'll get a budget of 1 billion cedis for retooling of your various services. Fire service needs fire equipment urgently, and I don't, let me say, I empathize with my sister here. When the fire service arrives late, people get angry, but they just don't have the fire tenders. The last set of fire tenders were bought almost 9 years, 10 years ago from Professor Mills's time. There's not been a retooling. Most of those tenders are broken down. So I urge the public to be patient with our fire officers. They are working under difficult circumstances. And so one of the priorities will be to get some new fire tenders for you. Yeah. The police have to confront armed robbers every day. And you don't expect them to do it in light-skinned vehicles. The armed robbers are well armed with AK-47s. They fire back at them. And so getting them armored-plated vehicles for their patrol, highway patrols and things is also something that we'll look at. Immigration, prisons, they don't have mobility. Most of the vehicles you have are 10 years old, broken down. And so we'll consider getting some vehicles for you so that you increase the mobility of your officers. And so we'll help you, we'll tool you. You have a mandate to look after us, but we must help you to look after us. And so I can assure you that getting equipment and logistics for you to do your work will be one of our priorities. And so thank you very much for this contribution. I'm sure it won't be the last. We might make it a yearly ritual. So we've accepted this, but as they say, like Oliver Twist, we will come back begging for more. So thank you very much. God bless you.
Na yeko bambuku ahodua ewo omemu emu maku edubaako wo chese se ofudua pa ani piawo Ghana mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama twasa bia sapapa so the Ghana Medical Trust Fund aba Mahama Care de beboa wo mom yare a emu edin ti wo so ntra ho enye hwehan wo makeka wo nsase enye sika no sombo 1 million Ghana cedis what the rest photo no emu.
We've been tasked by or called by our minister to create awareness about the importance of this contribution towards the Mahama Care. And we, at our various meetings, we met at our senior level, and all the senior officers have willingly contributed to the care. And then just because we feel that really a large number of our people in the country really need health care. Those of us in the security services, we are fortunate that when we are not well, the government is there to take care of us. But there are people over there who have nobody to take care of them. So, President, with your this good initiative, we feel that it is better that we also support. And the support we are giving is just the beginning of many other supports to follow. So starting from the police have contributed 580,000 Ghana cedis. Immigration 100,000, fire 50,000, NADMO 50,000, prisons 50,000, NACOC 10,000, NIA 50,000, gaming institution, that is gaming, is 50,000. And then we have the refugee, 5,000. Peace Council, 5,000. The Minister of the Interior contributed 50,000. The Deputy Minister of Interior contributed 30,000. And then the Small Arms Commission, they also contributed 10,000. So in all, we have 1,002,000 being the total contribution provided. Thank you very much, sir.
Onimonyamfo kwabena minta kando yesofo a wo hwe yapomuden ho nsam so na wo de atu dwa se wo se Ghanafo nyina obia kapre ne nsempo bi obia benya bia wo fa meta dwumadi a wonum atudin Mahama Care no a wo de ebeboa ma wonum a yade a ho ayaresa sika dodo ewo mu nti wo mutumi nya ayaresa na eto da bia firi mu no etumi ateso.
Mahama Care is another innovation of financing non-communicable diseases in this country. It's a novelty on the continent, and everybody must be part of this novelty. We all know the rate at which the non-communicable diseases are killing our citizens. As I speak to you now, about 43% of our mortality is attributable to non-communicable disease, and we must have a solution to this monster in the room. I am happy to announce that so far the response has been very massive. We don't want to leave anybody behind, and therefore I will take this opportunity to encourage each and every Ghanaian to contribute through the short code *255#. Nothing is too small. I thank you for the opportunity.
Na yeko oswafa ohyamono ne ensam so no munyamfo Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa obani echese abani abre se galamsey ne kono obetimi akon obetu ase afi omamu nanso se Ghanafo ahye ne nso awon mo hye ha omutu galamsey pa China fo to akohia China fo penifo no madi nkomo se yesere mo apese yetu galamsey ase aw Ghana ase ba mo nkrofo na etu di mu no mo nkasa no munya galamsey tu ewo mamu.
What we frown against, what we will not accept, is if you come to our country, you flout our laws, you destroy our environment, our river bodies. We know some of your Nanin is internationally known for mining. You have a lot of interest in gold, and you are mining expert. If you do legal mining, responsible mining, we don't have any issue with you. You will be our friend. But if you come and engage in illegal mining, irresponsible mining, and you destroy our river bodies, you destroy our forests against Ghanaian law, and putting our lives at risk, as for that, you won't be our friends. And we are going all out against our own nationals, Ghanaians, who are doing the wrong things in the mining sector. So if we are going after Ghanaians, how much more foreigners? You know, we are not sparing Ghanaians. A number of Ghanaians who have engaged in illegal mining, what is called galamsey, destroying our forests, destroying our river bodies, have been arrested and prosecuted. So, as a politician from Ghana, there is no way the people who vote for me, my own compatriots, we will be arresting them and prosecuting them, and then we will allow foreigners to go scot-free. And these foreigners, it doesn't matter where they come from, whether you are from America or from Britain or from France or from China or from Burkina Faso or Cote d'Ivoire. If you break our laws, the law will take its course and you will be punished. So we would like to encourage you to advise your nationals, those who want to come and do mining in Ghana. You can come and carry out legal mining. Make sure that you have the right partnerships. You are doing it legally with your Ghanaian counterparts. You are avoiding the illegal practices. You don't mine in our river bodies. You don't mine in our forests.
Our citizens in Ghana, generally speaking, are obeying and in line with the laws there. We are all citizens obeying the laws. We teach and guide our citizens to obeying the laws and the principles in Ghana. We hope that our citizens in Ghana will do more and more contribution to the social and economic development in Ghana. We will also guide our the citizens in Ghana to do more to protect the environment there, to do more favor in the help of the social development there, to make more friendship and the cooperation with local governments and the local citizens. And I believe that the cooperation between Nanning and the Ghana in local level will develop more and more rapidly also.
First Deputy Governor Edema Bank of Ghana, Dr. Mumuni Zakaria Ediato Africa Central Banks in Penyufo, Yaro wono ne kunchire ho mra ne ho bambon sem de from say regulators no ese wosre wono mada wo mo ma ho ban ni tutuo abefo ntentan fidie no so sede yankofo etimi fa abefo kwan so agi nkofo sika de firi omonsem no wo mo hwe no mo nyire bambo mu sede be ya ebeboa abo enwanfo esika sem ho eban.
The cost of cybercrime is estimated to have exceeded $4 billion annually, according to Interpol. This reality underscores a simple truth. Financial inclusion without system integrity is unsustainable. Cybersecurity is no longer an IT issue. It is a strategic imperative at the core of financial governance. Public trust, institutional confidence, and systemic stability now hinge on our ability to anticipate, withstand, and respond to cyber risks. In Ghana, the Bank of Ghana has long recognized this imperative. In 2018, we issued one of the continent's earliest cyber and information security directives for financial institutions, mandating risk-based frameworks, incident response protocols, and regulatory reporting. Today, over 40 financial institutions are integrated into the Financial Industry Security Operations Center, FinSOC, enabling real-time threat detection and response. We conduct annual cybersecurity maturity and assessments using international frameworks like NIST and COVID-5 to inform supervisory action and identify systemic gaps. Through peer learning, harmonized supervision, and shared intelligence, we are building a collective response that reflects our unique regional realities. We must continue to invest in common frameworks for early warning and incident reporting, scenario-based preparedness exercises, and proportionate regulation for fintechs and e-money providers.
Africa, as we found, bears a disproportionate share of the impact. According to numbers from Interpol, cyber attacks in Africa have increased by nearly 150% in the past year. Reported losses from cybercrime in Africa now reach billions of dollars. 58% of Africans now say that they are very concerned about cybercrime, up from just 29% 2 years ago. I think this is a clear signal why I think we want to work on this cyber.
Na yedemo free senior high school emua enuane ahodo a senior high schools ni di nyina no aban na efa hoka na ban fa to no so se no obekɔ schools na mu no akɔhwɛ sɛ nnuane a de ma school nkwadaa no ɛyɛ nnuane a nnuane nnura hodo no nyinaa ebi wɔ mu ana na saa hyehyɛ yi no ɛna onomnyanfo Charles yaw aheto chega na ɔde atodwa sɛ wɔfoa aban so paa anamon bi asaban etu a ɛbɛboa
yɛbɛfa atwe ho so abɔ modern akɔ school a yɛbɛtumi akɔ na yɛabisa wɔn sɛ aduane no ɛte sɛn ɛni saa nneɛma ne yɛapɛ evidence ne yɛtumi aka kyerɛ aban sɛ aduane no sei na tie sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ at least no yɛwɔ evidence sɛ ade yɛni evidence no yɛwɔ yɛ anecdotal evidence a yɛ nkɔfoɔ aka yɛnhu yɛ nti no yɛde bɛka yɛn nnwuma ho ne yɛakɔhwɛ because ɛno ne hia sɛ enka ten bia sɛ aduane ne ba yɛnya independent evaluator a otumi tena aduane no ho ɛka sɛ yɛkɔhwɛ aduane no sɛ aduane no yɛ papa bɛma ehu aba nkurɔfoɔ no na a check quality of food na yɛde kɔma nkɔla no before the thing no ho papa afie bɛyɛ mɛnsa wɔ mu menka sɛ ɛmasters ne bi bɔ ho mmɔden paa na before auditing no so wɔn a ɛnya ade pa no auditing ne bɛyi wɔn ama ni atumi amu so wɔn na ɛbɔ yɛ fam no na obi a wɔbɔ yɛ fam bia na akɔyɛ sɛ ora na yɛtumi ayi wɔ fam na yɛ make sure sɛ nyɛ sɛ woyɛ no wo bɛyɛ sɛ wodi aman sika deɛ a neɛ no wafe ɛno ano no ɛnti wɔn de buffer stock abɛto ho deɛ a menim sɛ yɛbɛtumi aka ho bibi a baabi a nneɛma bi a schoolfoɔ no hia no ne dodoɔ no betumi afi buffer stock ono na ne boɔ no nso betumi ayɛ reasonable but me nim sɛ ne buffer stock no ɛyɛ adwuma sɛ buffer stock a ɛyɛ aban deɛ na kasa na ɛkyɛ aduane deɛ a nyɛ contractors a ɛwo mfimfini a ɛma aduane deɛ a ne yɛnam sɛ ɛbɛha dwe yɛde ma contractor foɔ wɔ mfimfini paa deɛ a ɛne mɛka sɛ wɔgya 60% no ɔmfa sika no nyinaa ma headmasters mu ɛyɛ hɔko no wie a ɔmmɛhu sɛ ɛnyɛ dan ara a yɛbɛsan ba bɛkyɛke 100% no na at least ne ahwɛ nkɔlaa no aduane ne yɛbisa nkɔlaa no sɛ aduane ne yɛ anaasɛ aduane ne nyɛ ne ahwɛ all of this nneɛma bebree a yɛbɛtumi ayɛ food quality of the food ɛne nea yɛn NGOs ne yɛbɛtumi anya akɔnya ne akɔ school mu akɔhwɛ nnuane a wɔde ma nkɔlaa no wokɔfa gɔbɛn na wɔn beans ɛma nkɔlaa yi na beans ne nyinaa weevils nkoaa na ɛwɔ mu a wɔto ɔpra nkɔlaa ne ni ɛnti no ɛho hia sɛ quality ni ɛbɛyɛ very very important meka sɛ nka yɛn recruit nkurɔfoɔ wɔn a ɛyɛ home economics a wɔn yɛ nutrition yɛn recruit wɔn kɔ school as nutritionists na wɔn hwɛ aduane a nkɔlaa ne di ɛwɔ school hɔ ɛno nso bɛboa yɛ bebree ɛmɛki sure sɛ saa ɛnɛ yɛkɔfa ɛmoa wɔ mu ɛde abrɛ nkɔlaa na wɔn di ɔkyena yɛkɔfa flour bi aba flour no ɛyɛ nya ne yɛsɛ nwiamfa nyɛ pan na wɔn ma nkɔlaa na nkɔlaa ne di yɛ ha mmɔfra no ɛnti no ɛmu sɛ ɛyɛ yɛtutu yɛ nneɛma yie because nkɔlaa no yɛhwɛ wɔn yie a ɛna wɔn bɛyi ayɛ mpanyinpa bi aba bɛhwɛ yɛn nso yie.
abusua yɛ home so ato nkra aba sisi a
Yamahefo nyina kwa baba UTV kasebui eso yeto ansem so amamo.
We abusuafo yentinsimu a yedi chemu ewo Narcotics Control Commission ababeto edwa ese wono akosai enubone ya no sika no esom $350 million enye sika be tekra ebi ye cocaine ebi eye ahomatete kwa moa ntampi edo makani nyina bomu a o mahye no.
Here this afternoon or this morning, late morning, to commemorate the World Drugs Day, and as part of the activities lined up, this morning we have destroyed quite a sizable number of illicit drugs that were seized during the period, and as authorized by the courts. It is to commemorate the World Drugs Day, which is celebrated worldwide. We did it today in your presence to show our transparency in dealing with the menace. We are law-abiding, and so we did it in an environment that is conducive, and so we took all the environmental protection measures in place. And we invited you here so that the whole country and perhaps the whole world will know what we've been doing. And it is also to show our commitment to the rule of law. And to my simple message to those who perpetrate or who are involved in this illicit drug business is that it is not fair to the country. We will not stand idly by and allow them to bring in these illicit drugs to destroy our future leaders. From next month, we'll be conducting special operations and we'll go after them. I hope that you cooperate with us, you assist us as much as possible so that I can bring them to the public view, for them to be named and shamed. This cannot continue in our lovely country. We need peace, security, and a healthy state.
About so over $350 million. Because you had $350 million. Cannabis no, and so heroin about 10.45 kg. Cannabis here 1,934.27 kg. 2.0 kg. Ecstasy 0.64 kg. Ketamine here 1.099 kg. Among others. And the no how do we bring no as in how do we bring the buy. And I was at any. And yenina na yenima obi na dey tu kwan kwa bruchire. Yentrem wa ha. E be ya dey pharmacies for ton wo pharmacies. Ye call breaking in akwaje ye. From the Kudini that now, most pharmacies don't do any man. But Emram Makwanso Baton. So, and only so more. We will lock it down now by the grace of God. The collaboration of Pharmacy Council. Oma assurance anybody that we arrest who is dealing in any of these things, they will close it down and take your license. From next one going, it will be a lake of fire. And there you can assure them. You pounce on them in different forms. So, what transfer me about you they are? Avoid phone calls. Because I'm found back on my friend. You face the law until the court tells you that you are free to go. You are free to go. There's a court in Ghana side here. When him run back to pass back on level. And they are empty. We are and as a wood see. No jai. That's a mere nothing.
Na yeremo course for her Asante Mantam no so munyamfo Dr. Frank Amwako hene papa wo bodwuma pa. Now, so after they are to say a dan hun sem ade a den pa e wo memu Ghana de share do na enya dan papa enfom ti entum no se Ghana fo mon kan akoma antum yem mampani John Dramani Mahama ni NDC aban wo mbesi adan papa na Ghana de share nya baby edom ti ato.
As a country, we have almost 1.8 million deficit of housing units. And with this said, Ashanti region, we have almost 5.4% of that as a deficit for us as a region. And people do not have conducive and the right households to live in. It goes all the way to affect every aspect of the society: health, education, city beautification, sanitation, and all that. So it should tell you that housing and its structure, so far as regional planning, city planning is concerned, is one thing that as a government, we do not take it lightly. So far as this region is concerned, we have about 40% of our residents who live in rented apartments, with almost 60% of them living in their own apartments. Our concern as a government is the fact that we spring up buildings and we start building without recourse to the laid down laws that govern how we plan our city and how we plan our towns. We believe that this investment is going to be the downtown for Kumasi and for that matter, Ashanti region. It's going to be a role model city, a model city that would cause us to learn from what we're doing, to be able to plan our cities and plan our towns and plan them well.
Chief Executive Officer Edema HDG Incorporated, Ora Stephen Owusuchre said,
your presence here is not just about attending an event, it's a reflection of the commitment to the Airport City project and to the city of Kumasi and the entire nation. Some have already said this is an incredible project and a wonderful vision, and I agree. But as much as I am happy with our achievements so far, it will not be accurate to ascribe everything to me. Actually, the vision was inspired by our king, Nana Osei-Tutu II Otumfuo. Along the way, when it gets very difficult, as you can imagine it does, trying to undertake a project like this, sometimes I'll go and see him.
Capital-led project designed to make the most consequential impact upon our capital city. It follows in the tradition of our forebears, whose pioneering spirit on farmlands and timber fields produced the wealth with which they built this city into the garden city of West Africa. And the second most important city of the nation, Ghana. Our own people now have to be upfront in leading the development effort. We need our entrepreneurs to step forward and be prepared to take the risk of investing in the sustainable development of our countries. Above all, I have to launch a fervent appeal for fulsome support to this life-changing project. As you will appreciate, such flagship projects do more than brighten the space they occupy. They act as magnets for even bigger things. The success of the Kumasi Airport City project should inspire to dream bigger dreams and unlock access to more investment in our city.
Forestry Commission mpanyimfo afiti enuaduase a wonomo ede hye ye manmu ama enframa ani nsuo se de obo ade no atumi atena se de yete sesei omude omani achemu e wa Achimota Forest na yewura Honorable Yusuf Sulemana ya wo yeswafo abedi e children's ase na obo ade bobre ho nsem so ene nsentwofo akasa
na ya dia every year and I say anytime I be plantation na ya no mo na ye nti nne eno na ye to asose ye be bi na de meka en se yenyina eje tumu se nyo ayedue e mfaso ma ye dia en de yenyina yenka bum na yenyire ho ye make so se udua nua no a enjai nua no emanu gosu na make so se sa nua udua ye no ebe ye den ebe sorry na sorry nsa e de mfaso bebre ebe mai nyina ndi mesre se media for na nyina aye wo hei nyina yenka bom na wo se de ebe ye na ye atumu se galamse adwumanti ye forest reserve bebre essay na bimunso chako bene ene noma bebre essay ye forest reserves no na se ye se betena ahwa ebedu tambinu na forest no krampo no na ene ho na eba ne sa nso a ye nkoda yenyen wo mo krampo no omo enjaaye dachi nti misrese yenyina yenkabum na wose de ebeye na plantation any forest adwuma ye no na yentimi ye no kama
Tree for Life reforestation initiative no ye omo components bebre ye wo de ye no amenity planting no eno ne target 2 million eno ne dia ye de man ankurankura ne school for ne to say ne dia ye yo hai a ye dua eno ya targeted the month of June. Say by the end of June we would have planted 2 million tree seedlings for amenity. To say bia lorry kwan ho ofi achi fruit trees na de no eno And I ne any diplomats e Ghana ha nyina from virtually all the countries that are represented here. Abedua. Wohwe dua ya mjina ase ya example of what can be done. Dua we about 3 years or so. We Guinea ambassador and dua Sadish.
And tree planting is not only an environmental act, but also a message of solidarity and support for this hospital nation.
Nous avons cassé pour UTV so e be se ade abo afo nkrato e ba e be to ansem.
ya me ahwefo nyina akwa ba yeto ansam no so
yeto aso ana yedemo call the Ghana National Fire Service wamde kokobo ama Ghana this year work right friend new takrade emu said droben pipes bi efa kronu mu na sa droben no eye fango ane de famu enti ade hye wo no wonya hwe pa titu omo mani na ho so bi e na adwen se ofa kwati kwan so akotwa droben ni mu ewia fango ni bia ebetumi de oyene kase pa ana abrade hye a ewukrum ho no
in this situation na baby a equally located on the pipelines na pipelines is so carry very flammable materials. Imagine this kind of flammable materials, the content, the volume of these materials are way to Asia, the depots all around. We are sitting on a very big time bomb. Was our brain. The team there pipelines here from day in day as everything leakage now we try to siphon fuel every pipelines here Ghana you should until them some but Nigeria many azina was a disaster be ba ocean for siphon fuel na explosion AC most of them pipelines or baby on them through our communities now imagine there because of them activity ya sheda ya pay pipeline aye benya fuel na say explosion ba she pipeline be bia onam bia explosion kana oxygen boko ikro nyina be show nti motor tax ikoma for the yenje them pipelines na ya rapture no also oya boiler ni ezekubu pipelines no order yes boiler no kubu be bia wa kire nde mpanyifo si yan for boiler no yes da bi pipelines ocean ya asoma bo fa ba bi no ezekubu pipeline no na use ezekubu in there ne bo na pipeline no hangasa wa dan boiler no sunzeme piwum ebu okwa obi nija na ase o boiler emu ezekubu pipelines ho hwe asemo betimesi intimate shede the means the nyina odi eje na ye protect pipeline no.
So our community has almost 10 years now. Because of yenina pipelines for EFA community. We engage the community on safety and then security. And then for some time, so we just thought we should get back to it, make it more frequent, educating them with regards to how they'll be safe on the pipeline, getting to know the hazards that comes along with the products, how they can protect themselves. And then security-wise, we've had some issues.
We have for yetwa ensem no so na ye kwode ane ye de ne chemu ewo Western North Mantam mu na kroba akwa ewo Sehwia Kontomra district e friend say nsara adehia ewo honomo e de atodwa se wani age papa sanse ensamso aye ya ma wonom sei beso hamo abupan de wo twede ye awia ne sa na ama say won ho wa ho meka no aka won ho na kane de na no mo nam so no aye owuo fidie enti se wutwa akonaja ya na eden pa ede ma driverfo ne temamfo no
Asankafo ene adehia omote ensara ekire se wo mo twen dada me bridge no na adane owu atwede eno nso nti na ebo nipa nkwantre ne nanso enam se no mu ni baabi foforo biom befenti no na ya omakoma da omonsam eno omofa so sa akode ba na ekoduru baabi kura asabio aso obi nko eno obi aba na ama wakwantu akwaniabadie na ye den pa wo eno nso nti na amane ma giegu pa na empuntu obi a enhyada enkoso so eneya abana sase no mo ye eye etwen me bridge no no ma ya akwakodu baabi no wo mo wagidie pa se bibia timi kokowi a ebeboa ma enkrofo a wose bampotam ho adwadie ni bibia etimi afa ne ntampa efra eno atikra no eno mo se opani ene adwumaku a mo eye sa eye bridge no Asabia Construction and Engineering Limited wo ma ye adwuma pento mo bo maba so enam ohwe atu ho ache omanya ene ahokeka ho mo de ye adwuma na esafata se omo nso omokamfo wo mo
bridge na nam so bridge na emre se wura bridge na se kra na utika ma wankasa no awrade ne di achi cars team ma ne koko cars nam so no awrade ne di achi na boni bi ansi by abana adwene ho so hwe ma bibi nsi ansa nti se oguso o ya ma no ti e won se bibi o mbehia bia no o ma 7 ho nya ha na ɔmo a na onye mfiri ɔmo ayɛ.
Bridge dada na yɛ nam so no nyame anim na bridge no na ehu yie na ha yɛ mpa a ebulu yɛ nte ase so ubeti na ka afira tom na manfo plepra che se ka kura ntimi mo nsa ho utimi ba be hia timba ka oso na ato awoso na nya yize enti bridge na omo yɛ foforo de amaye ndo nyame anim yɛ bo sankasa
ka mienu kura bebo nsa ho oso enye yi enti bre bia oduru ho agi se wugina ma baako ekwansa na baako na sen ako enti aban no yɛ bebo na ba so wo ba bia contractor ne de adwuma na duru no yewo arehemu se ba bia wadu no de nyame adom ye ne se obeye bridge na ma ye
Amarishe na hana kasebo ya rebe sumo UTV sono yedi ni nyina eshi eye Pepsodent adaroma na yedi kasebo ebrewo Pepsodent se nwumre okoda fa bi twosin oso na paso na de Pepsodent atwosin emu ahodo Pepsodent cavity fighter Pepsodent chapo ni nyina ebi wo adwaman so akwa nsabetini akabi na sada me ho afi eye grocer mame na grocer se grocer na mame ho afi no grocer de ade pam de the whole Ghana one tiso frɛ no Rompa Montadi nyina amount. The number is 0244 250 420. 0244 250 420.
Bongo wawie ni say na ye TMC fashion womo enso ne pam matade me pa cho emma ne mema atade ye already made egu ho ye hwemi wo pa ubenya bi me pa cho ye ni ache ye wo amasaman abiase ubetun ahwehwe on Instagram, Facebook ye TMC_fashion me pa cho oba dia wohwehwe bia ye de ntade na gu ye site ahodo ni nyina nti wohwɛ mu na de opɛ no wo kyerɛ wo size a ye the best send o ba bia wo bia na wafa ye number no na oni ye didwuma na ya boa mo ho ofɛ awie mu de Kit Cat Palo na styling meti de ema me din de amasa punkuma kuma desi na nwumre ni mu nya ba ma
David ofori safo yes also and if fiada enti ye mo eko NLA Friday bonanza ema ebonyina ere to asam yakamu